Hello Aquarius, it's Kathleen from Triple Thread Tarot here to do your February mid-month read. I'm going to start with a Celtic Cross reading. I normally start with an oracle card. I want to finish with those. I have a new deck here that I find is really beneficial at the end of a reading. So I'm going to start with the reading. I'm using the Santa Marta deck, which is actually new for me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Just so you know, this is a general reading for the collective. It is intended for whoever spirit intends it for. It is the message that most needs to be heard in the collective right now. That may or may not be you. It may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, you might want to check out your rising, moon, or Venus signs. If it does resonate with you, that'd be great to hear about. Leave a comment in the comments below after the reading so that you can commiserate with other people in the collective who are going through the same things. That would be awesome. Additionally, I don't draw cards from the deck. I actually allow jumpers to come out. It's just the way I like to work with spirit. It's what works for me. If you don't want to put up with the shuffling through this and laying out the cards, you can always fast forward to where the cards are laid out. I may mention the cards, but I'm going to be showing them all again and reading them as I go through them. Just know that I also meditated on your cards on the collective, and I sage everything before I go into a new reading. I think it's important to clear your energy in your space. If you see me knocking on the cards, it's because I'm actually trying to clear the energy out in between readings. And as I said, I take the time to meditate and clear stuff before I go into new readings. So we'll see how this works out for you, Aquarius. Empress at the bottom of the spread is very nice. It's a beautiful deck. The images are absolutely gorgeous. Eight of Swords in the past. Okay, feeling mentally bound and stuck. Let's see here. Really enjoying using this and getting to know this card, this set of cards. The Tower in the reverse here. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, that jumped out. Okay. And that jumped out. All right. Aquarius, Aquarius. What have you got going on? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles and your hopes and fears. Grass is greener. Gonna travel again. Get out of the house. Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Ace of Swords here. And Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. Here we go. So we start out with Santa Muerta here. You know, in order for new cycles to start and things to change in your life, there's a needed transformation that had to take place. And I think you're going through that right now. This is something that, it's the death of a situation, or maybe a relationship. It could be a career that no longer serves you. But there's definitely something that's very uncomfortable that's coming on. The candle just went out. Wow, you guys. Seriously. Thankfully, I have 4 more lit. So, actually, I'm going to relight that if you don't mind. I'm just going to shove it right on top here so we don't have to waste any time. But that is freaky. Yeah, it's the death of a relationship or a career or some other situation that is a surprise, right? And uncomfortable, but it births opportunity for you. It births transformation, and it's for your highest good. It could be a psychological upheaval for you based on whatever is transpiring. It could be irrevocable, right? There's no point in avoiding it because it's going to happen. So maybe it's happened in the past and that's what you're growing out of right now as well. Covering that as an obstacle, I have the Six of Swords, right? And I have the Eight of Swords behind you here in the past. And this is feeling mentally tied up, bound, blindfolded of your own accord. Like you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't make a good decision. You don't know what you're doing, that kind of energy, right? Not that you don't really know what you're doing, but you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Like everything you do, everything you think about, all of it has a negative outcome and you don't want to move forward, and you're like paralyzed with that kind of indecision. Okay? Yeah. Six of Swords, you've got a lot of swords here. So there's a lot of mental anguish that has gone on as a result of this transformation that you've had to undergo. You've got the Tower at the top of the spread. The Tower is actually in reverse here, which means, you know, maybe there's a necessary change to bring growth that isn't quite as much of an upheaval as this. But here you've got like two change, rebirth, transformational cards in your conscious, because you're very aware of what's going on with all of this. I don't know if you're conscious of what's being rebirthed, because here in your subconscious is the Empress. And now this Empress is ready to receive. Do you see how this line transpires, right? You've got the Tower moment that happened, the sudden upset, upheaval of change. You've got the irrevocable upheaval of something, the major change and transformation of a situation, a relationship, etc. And then you've got the Empress at the bottom, who's ready to birth into the world the things that she has been waiting to birth into the world. You know, it's a position of receival. The Empress is a great card in the upright. So your subconscious is in a situation like, now I'm ready. Because of all of this that's happened, it has been uncomfortable, but now I'm ready to finally take what is mine, you know, or have it come to me. Let's put it that way. She doesn't actually have to chase anything. It all comes to her. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse over here. So this is not working so hard, you know, in the immediate future. I think that you'll be able to take a little bit of a breather. You won't be working quite as hard. This is the workaholic kind of mindset. And in the beginning of an upstart or a new business or whatever, you know, that energy in the upright is really going after it and going for it. And here you're taking a step back, I think. So maybe this is in relation to career and possibility. In the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil in reverse. So the toxicity leaves your life, right? Either that, or you're walking away from the things that used to bring you pleasure, you know, and maybe they were toxic things. Taking a different perspective on that you no longer want to do that anymore. I don't know if this is, and excuse me for saying this, but this may be like overindulgence in some things that brought you pleasure in the past. There's Page of Swords in your environment. So someone is going to come in with a message for you. And it's a message of truth and clarity. And this is actually the universe shining its truth and light on you. So you are enlightened and empowered with the truth to make the right decisions going forward for yourself and the right choices. Truth and clarity, right? Clearing up the lies. And here in your worries and fears, a Ten of Pentacles. Will I have enough to leave a legacy behind me? Will I have enough to go where I want to go, do what I want to do with all of this happening, right? So that's in your hopes and fears. And I think that's because this was probably career. This looks like career to me with the Six of Swords and this taking a step back from working. But I think you're ready to receive other things into your life other than the financial aspect right now. But you're worried about having enough to do what you want to do, right? And here at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. And this is being stabbed in the back. Traditionally, this is heartbreak, maybe a third-party situation. And the third party could be family interfering in your relationship. It could be kids or relatives, or it could be an affair. It could be anything, right? Okay, let's get some clarity here on this Ace of Swords and the truth here and what's coming up for you, Aquarius, because I want to see what's happening after this whole Tower moment, death, rebirth situation. Walking away from overindulging, right? Feeling left out in the cold. I do see Two of Cups coming in, though. I do see a relationship here. something you're passionate about, and we're feeling left out in the cold here. Or maybe you're feeling left out in the cold because you don't have a relationship now. I don't know. Could be one or the other. Hold on a second. Let me get some more clarity. Can I get a clarity on what Aquarius is going to be partaking in after this Tower moment, rebirth moment, transformation moment? What's coming for Aquarius after that? What's coming for Aquarius after that? Magician, you're manifesting things into your life, Aquarius. You're doing the release and let go, the forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. I forgive all of them for all they've said and done. I forgive myself for everything I've said and done. I release and let it go, right? So that you can manifest into your life on the right frequency what you want to have in your life. You can only get in your life whatever frequency you're at. You match your own frequency. So you have to forgive, you have to release, you have to let go, and you have to forgive yourself as much as you forgive other people. And then when you do that, and you elevate your frequency, then you will be able to manifest into your life a higher frequency relationship, career, whatever it is that you're looking for. 3 of Wands here. So this is someone who's not only waiting for their ships to come in, but maybe has orchestrated these ships and is like keeping an eye on things, you know? Keeping an eye on what's going on. Let's see here. Anything else, Spirit, for Aquarius? Anything else for Aquarius, please? Devil. You've got the devil in the reverse here, like you don't want to indulge in those things. Just be careful about this. I think this is going to be an issue for you. And is this an issue in relationship or overindulgence? Is this a relationship issue? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Something about the toxicity in a relationship, I think. Put you in an upside down situation financially. Oh, sorry. And you're holding on to everything you've got. Every coin, every nickel you've got, you're holding on to with all your might. But you are going to move on, right? You have moved on with your baggage and your 6 of Swords. So here, where we said, you know, the rebirth and all of that, the obstacle here is being able to move on. And I think here, you know, it's telling you to move on. And that's why I was getting the intuition about the forgive them, forgive yourself, and release it all. Because you need to move on. Spirit is telling you in order to manifest, you've got to do this. If you stay in thinking about the past, it's going to be the same toxic crap coming back. So you've got to move on. Move on, move on, move on in order to manifest, Aquarius. Don't hold on to that stuff. You know, everybody operates in the place of where they're at. Ace of Cups, you will have emotional, you know, you will have joy coming in. There is emotional fulfillment coming in for you from a Knight of Cups. There is someone coming in to bring you an offer of love or emotional fulfillment. And the path will be laid before you, okay? So there is good stuff coming. Just let that stuff go so you can manifest this for yourself, all right? Let me get you some advice here about the manifestations of new things since you're rebirthing your life situation here. Let me get, I want you to have, let's do this. Let's pull the Psychic Tarot. Sorry, I'm reading these positive movement forward. Yep, you need positive movement forward. Sometimes at the bottom of the deck, when you split it, you can see messages that relate to spiritual strength is what you need. You need to have some spiritual strength here to get through this. But you will get through it, and the grass will be greener, and you will see the clarity of why it happened. There was a lesson to be learned in all of it. And if you learn the lesson, You know, and you move away from the toxicity. You have to let all that stuff go to be able to move away from the toxicity. Sacral chakra. Okay. Sacral chakra. All right. This card says the key facts: orange, Vam, water, and you're a water sign. Glands, testicles, ovaries. Keywords: I want. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep this chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen, use a color meditation, and practice yoga. Express yourself sexually and nurture yourself, and remember that you matter. All right, I want another card too. Here. Remember that you matter. So some of this is about self-worth here, Aquarius. Finding validation of self in self, you know, instead of looking for it in other people. Looking for it in other things. Having to fill up that hole to feel worthy. Financial and material changes. Well, that's good. That's what you were looking for here. Right? One second, please. Here we go. Okay. The number 5 physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses, usually related to material or financial concern. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within you to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current conditions will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this, and how can I avoid it in the future? Remember that there are lessons to be understood in everything. It's up to you and you alone to decide how long it will take for you to learn from them. And again, I want to reiterate, you know, you got 6 of Swords twice. Spirit is telling you to let go. Let go so you can manifest what you want. Forgive yourself, forgive them, and move on so that you can manifest something other than this, and you can manifest this into your life, okay? All right, you've got the truth and clarity now. This was a lesson, and sometimes difficult lessons come through difficult challenges, right? But there are good things coming. There is material, financial success. And there is happiness and joy coming for you. So just know that this is a temporary situation. And as long as you learn the lesson from it, you'll never have to repeat it again. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Hopefully that resonated for you. If it did not, again, check out your rising, moon, or sun sign. If it did resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment below to let me know what actually resonated with you if you so choose. And if you do that and others in the collective are doing the same thing, then you can kind of support each other while you're going through these changes, all right? I will get back to you again in about a week with a March reading, and we'll see how far you've come here after that transformation moment. Have a great couple of weeks, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Aquarius. Bye-bye.